Hi. Hi, sorry I'm late. I have music jamming too. I do own the rights to the music, by the way. YouTube. I do. Hello. Let me turn that down though. Like maybe. Whoa, too low. Okay, there. I'm happy with that. All right, how's it going? Hi, Roger. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Amy. Hi, Angela. I am doing great. I'm tired, but I'm good. I don't know. There's like some definite, just tired all of a sudden going on. Yay, you got your mug. Woo woo. Angela is a Patreon of mine, and I do a thing with my Patreon patrons. I have a hard time saying that word. Where I designed a mug, and you get a mug if you're a patron. So finally she got hers. Yay. Seems to take forever. I don't know. I love them. I'm like, I want a mug. Aw, she uses it every morning. That's so cool. It makes me so happy. Yeah, so the saying that's on that mug, that was channeled through during the beginning stages of all of that work that I did. So it was very meaningful. It was very purposeful for what we did and the work that was done. So I love it. I want one. Like I was trying to actually figure out how to order one for myself. Pretty silly. But I'm like, how do I get one? Can you guys hear me okay compared to the music? I feel like it might be a little loud. I don't know if that's just on my end. I'm getting ready for the next 3 days. It's going to be so much fun. So I've been seeing like a golden pathway and feeling into the pyramids. It's like very powerful. And then something about doing some research on the pyramids. And then I was like reading the alphabet. Cool. I'm glad you guys can hear me okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the vibration. Vibration's very important. I love it. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I worked today, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. My daughter reminds me all the time I have 3 jobs, Mom, because God forbid I forget that I'm a mom. And I'm like, yes, okay, 3 jobs. And I realized today I was like kind of not juggling so well. So I've got to do better. So that's what I'm up to. How are you all feeling? What is going on? What is going down? I had some videos come through, and I was going to do one of those split screens on Zoom so I can show them to you guys. But I decided to do full screen of myself instead this time. And so I can post a link to those videos below this video when I am done. But one was a Pleiadian message about the changes that we're going through in the DNA, like the downloads, the DNA activations and things of that nature. And so that's talked about a lot. Again, I'm hearing a lot of, I guess NASA has confirmed what I've been saying about the Earth this whole last year or two with the work that I did. But it's actually being confirmed through NASA in that there's a major buildup and large earthquakes and things of that nature being expected. And do you see that on mainstream media anywhere? Like, have you guys know, like, wouldn't that be like national news, you would think? Right? Like they're saying, oh yeah, the earth shifted, her axis moved, she moved on the axis, which I've said since that one workshop I started doing a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I think I just moved the earth, but it's all like being proven. Aww. Roger, I didn't know you had any fear. See, that's what sucks. That's what I don't like. It's like, why does it have to be this way? I wish it was super simple. I don't like that myself, but, you know, I figure if we're diligent, that's a good thing. But I'm not going to lie, you guys. I do feel the core of the earth is rather irritated. It's rather agitated. I feel like She's going to have to release, and I'm not sure where. Yeah, the moons, you guys. Something with I don't feel the moon so much anymore. I used to feel the moon a lot until that last workshop I did. Or not work. It wasn't a workshop. That one was a meditation for everybody to see that time. But I really don't feel the moon too much anymore. I kind of liked what Merlin told me to do with it, and that was look in the mirror and ask what you can release. There's definite agitation. So yes, Angela's absolutely right. She says she felt the agitation today. I feel that in the collective energy big time. There's absolute agitation going on there. So yeah, there's a lot going on. I was going to share those videos with you about the confirmation with NASA and what's going on with the Earth. And they are saying that her axis is tilted, or she's tilted on her axis. That guy, I'll post links to the videos. You can even look these up on their website, I'm sure. Okay, so Gigi says she heard a real brief something on mainstream yesterday about the Earth axis. Wouldn't you think that those kinds of things would be a little bit more important or relevant? It's the weirdest thing in the world. I mean, it's not, because I'm quite well awake and aware of what's going on in the world and why they don't talk about certain things in their agenda and yada, yada, yada. Remember, whatever they can get the masses to believe became reality. That's part of our power, you guys. Okay, Amy. So, Amy, you're kind of part of the reason I came on today. I'm not going to lie. You're a big reason to why I was like, because I was tired. I was like, do I want to do this? And I'm like, yes, I got to do this. Something told me I got to do this. So I am going to do a bit of a healing on you towards the end of the video. Also, Amy, you joined the workshop, didn't you? And I was thinking that too. So that's a 3-day workshop. So hopefully we can get you through. And I know we will. You'll be okay. Aw, Roger. So yeah, the gargle, wasn't it on your cord? And I removed that, sunshine. No worries there. It's gone. I kind of did the healing for you. I don't know why you're so spoiled, Roger, but you are. I did the healing for you. You're okay, but I'm glad you cleansed with the full moon. The tip that I like, Roger, and I think you should try is the one with the mirror. Mirrors can do certain things. They can reflect back to you certain things. So when you look in the mirror, watch what you see. I like that one. And then ask to release it. You know what I'm saying? I suppose if you can ask to see spirits in the mirror, you can surely ask to see your deepest, darkest secrets in the mirror as well. Kind of cool. Like, what a cool kind of thing. I remember being a little kid going, ooh, Medusa in the mirror. Like, how stupid was I? Right? Like, it's really going to work. Little kid thing. And we knew it was just a little kid thing. Thank goodness it wasn't a Ouija board or anything like that. But mirrors are weird. Play with the mirror a little bit. Just play with it in the light, right? Not in the dark. I mean, not literally in the dark, but like on the light side, light energy, not dark, right? Don't play with dark energy. I would never recommend that. Too much of that going on. So right before I came on, I was channeling a message. And I was late, and so I clicked on the video, and that's what's up. And then my message just kind of stopped, and I'm not even quite sure who it came from. But I'll go over it a little bit. Oh, Angela, that's crazy you talked about snakes. So first of all, snakes are power. So what I'm getting when you talk about that dream is somebody's throwing your power back at you. Where are you giving your power away? I would analyze that situation real quickly. I feel like they're gaining from it and you're losing from it. Amy, yes. So Amy D is asking about the workshop. If you purchase the workshop, and you guys, I will work with you. I know Jacintha's messaged me, and I'm not sure if that's why, but I usually do work with you. So if it's an issue, let me know. But it's a 3-day workshop through Zoom. I call in your energy. You can even ask Amy H. It can be very powerful. So if you don't attend the live, you still can very well be, you are affected by it and you can quite feel it during it. So I would be aware of that. But your energy is called in when I'm doing it live, whether you're there or not. And so you're quite already intensely affected. And then as soon as it's done, you get the recording. Also, I usually upload them to the website afterwards, or if you purchase them, I will send them right to you. So they're always usually available for purchase. The only one I didn't make available was my self-love workshop that I did that time. I was going to do something more with it, I think, and I just didn't. So good question, Amy. Thank you for asking. It's just my website. It uploads it, and sometimes it's wonky, and sometimes if I just email you the thing, it's better. And so I haven't quite worked all of the kinks out in that. I do all this stuff by myself, and I never claim to be the techiest tech. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. Hi, Donna Johnston. How are you? And what up, Amy D? I'm so glad you're here too. So, Angela says it was my mom when she was alive. Oh, yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense too. But if that's the case, then why is it still affecting you now? So I would look into that aspect. Maybe I can speak quite well. Maybe do a relationship healing with you and your madre. And a good way to do that is you can either call forth your energy. I mean, do it how you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? There's different ways you can do that. But I would definitely try to do a relationship healing with her. And you can do that when they're here or not here. Oh, okay. Okay, fine. It was 2 years ago. What else? Take care of that now, right? But that's funny you mentioned that though too, is yesterday I had to do a little healing on myself. I think I had stopped doing that for a moment. I got really busy with the state exams and everything. And so I did a healing on myself and I pulled out shame, right? And so I felt that was a little bit for me and for the collective. But then after I did that, I had the second snake thingy come through. So some of you, if you followed me on my personal Facebook page, about a year ago at this point, I had this weird experience of pulling a snake out of I couldn't get my solar plexus cleared. I kept reaching out to everybody I knew. No joke. Everybody, Pamela, everybody I could think of. Help me. I can't ground. I don't feel good. I felt like this horrible, horrible, horrible thing in my solar plexus. Okay. Almost like when I did the pyramid workshops and I blew out my solar plexus and they had to stop me to heal it before I can finalize activating the pyramids. It's a crazy story. I know it makes no sense. So then finally, like everybody I went to kept telling me, you got to look within. You got to look within. Something with your solar plexus. I'm like, I know. That's why I'm coming to you. You guys are healers, right? Like, no shit. Like, it was the craziest thing. These are good healers. Like I knew they were capable of helping me. And I was at a loss. I'm like, why can't anybody help me? I'm broken. I can't ground anymore. I felt this urgency. There were all the things I kept having to do. I've talked about that several times. Watch my videos over this last year or two, this urgency, right? And so I was trying desperately to figure this out. And I think that was when I had finally gotten my crystal skull and something told me to try to use her. And so I did. I grabbed her and I held her up and I saw the energy go within. And the next thing I knew, this snake, I saw the yellow, bright yellow wall, like my solar plexus, and then this red snake. And I literally threw it up, choked it out. It was the weirdest thing, not an actual physical snake. This was all energetic, all in meditation. It was the weirdest thing. And that kind of happened again yesterday. So I don't know what that means. That was pretty intense. And once that happened, some crazy stuff occurred. Just some up-leveling like crazy. So I thought I would share that with you, especially those that are going to my workshop. I don't know what's coming. You know, they don't show me everything. I've seen some things, but it's no coincidence that I'm up-leveling right before. So whatever that means, I had another snake I pulled out of my This time it was much more gentler. Like I knew what it was. I knew how to do it. I just like put, and it was all good. Little sweaty, little tears. Quite a journey. Shame was her mirror. See, shame. I see Amy D said shame was her mirror image today. So that's not a coincidence that is what came out of my throat. And it was. And my shame comes from all of my self-talk. Like, why did I say that? Why didn't I do that? That's what was coming up for me at the time. But I felt it on this deep, deep, deep level. So I knew it was for the collective too. So thank you for validating that. Shame is absolutely at the surface, and shame comes in different ways, doesn't it? Like we carry shame in so many different ways. It's incredible. It's incredible how it's a word. It's a word. And what do these words do to us? Like all of you guys have been working with me and watching my videos. I usually do things like in one word, right? Like let's chew on, let's digest this particular word. And just that word causes so much deep healing. I get a kick out of that, like shame and God, name them. It's like now all of a sudden that I'm live, I can't remember them. But there's been so many, and especially recent judgment. Judgment was another one, right? Shame, judgment, fear. Fear is one that we will go back over and over. I don't know how many times over, right? Fear is just, it's a powerful thing because it's linked to so many things. I feel like fear is linked to everything we have, everything that's within us. It's a fight or flight mechanism. It's a trigger for so many things. It's so deep. And I feel like that one will always be a constant release or an ignorant, right? Like, so a planned ignorant, like I'm going to plan to ignore that, right? Fear. Yeah, Gigi, fear. See, that's what I'm saying. It's nuts. And fear can tie into every single one of those, to be honest with you, right? Usually when people have behaviors, when people are acting out, fear is really at the root of that, right? Just think about it. Fear is the base of all evil in so many ways. Even though it doesn't seem like it. Think about it. Interesting. All right. So the message that was kind of coming through, I was kind of getting Metatron. So that's what I'm going to get because I just was going fast and then I was late and I was like, I don't like to be late. Keep your senses open. Okay. Keep your senses open. What does that mean? And so that goes with the DNA conversation. Okay. That's why I did put that as the title. There was a little message coming through about the upcoming DNA activations for all the light workers. What does that mean? I feel like there's going to be so many people, just like even light workers, like how am I going to make sure I receive those, right? So it's super simple. So I'm just going to go over that really quickly. Yes, tapping. So Angela says clear, 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 release, release as you tap on shame. Tapping is another thing I will do as well, you guys. In some of my workshops that I've done, tapping is a great tool. I've done it with myself to release things, right? I have severe PTSD, for those of you that don't know me. Before my awakening, trauma was triggered. That's what triggered my awakening. I didn't get a sudden one. I had trauma to trigger it, but it was massive. And then it was Kundalini awakening, and then it took me on this long ass path. But anyways, yes. So keep your senses open. Okay, that's layered. That's what they're talking about for the DNA activations, for transitioning, for ascending. It's as simple as just being open. If you got something to release that shit. If you're getting a nudge to go somewhere, maybe it's just freaking time you go somewhere. If at the very least you don't believe everything that's going on in the world, that's okay. I don't, and I did the work. And half the time I'm like, this, like, life is normal. What's going on here, right? Like, what is reality sometimes plays a role, okay? So I think that does for everybody right now. It truly does. It's like, what is, even as light workers, what is, and I'm not a light worker. I freaking did so much and I'm still questioning it, okay? So that's very real. But the biggest thing out of everything is just keep your senses open. That's all you have to do. You don't have to believe in everything. You don't have to do anything. It's just if you're getting a major nudge and you feel it in your solar plexus, because that's like your receptive center. Everybody thinks it's here and here. Pay attention to your gut. That's what that means, okay? Home is where the heart is. Another thing we like to chew on and digest around these parts. And pay attention to your gut. It tells you stories. Gigi asks, is there a mantra for releasing fear? I can channel one. Why not? I had that one come through. I'm sure I can channel one. So let me write that down so I'm sure I won't forget it, but we all know how that goes lately. Forgive me if I go off different places. None of this was planned. I just came live because I came live to help Amy because I missed her in the last life. Okay. Keep your senses open. Well, what does that mean? We can go deep into all of this, right? But let's not go too deep. Let's keep it surface because everything is so damn deep lately. Let's keep it surface. Keep your senses open. Just be open. Be open to releasing. Be open to movement. Be open to things that are uncomfortable. And be open to beautiful change as well, right? That's what that means, right? Great question. I like that question too, Angela. That was a good question, y'all. I'm saying y'all keep me going. All right. And then again, it said be open and ready to receive. So that's how you get the DNA. You guys, that's the main thing. If you feel a blockage, are you going to be able to receive things? So what that video said that I'm going to post below is from the Pleiadians. I've talked about the fact that I am Pleiadian. Whatever, that blew me away too. I mean, I had to have people tell me, you're alien. What? What does that mean? Are you serious? Like even DK, when he did my astrology, he's like, what are you ready to hear? Like he didn't tell me then everything, thank God, because I was not ready. It took me this whole last year to digest and understand. But when he told me too, I was alien, it's like, what? It took me a long time. Okay, weirdo. All right. So do your process with it, whatever you want. But just accept what is, right? Be open that everything's foreign. Be open for aliens. Be open for newness. Be open to the weirdness that is going on around us. Then it says, dance in every moment. That's super important. And especially, you guys, when it's hard to dance. Okay, so think about it this way. If you think about, if I stood up and danced right now, does that make you feel icky? Well, why does that make you feel icky? That's the best place to be, right? You dance in every moment energetically. Okay, you don't have to physically do it. I will. I'll be standing in Walmart dancing. I can't help it, just like I sing. I bust out in song, y'all. It's who I am. I can't help it. I don't know if I think I'm a good singer. Sometimes I think I am, but I also think I could be delusional there. This is really truly what goes on in my head. But I still do it. I love to do it, right? I even have a sign that says, dance like no one is watching. Okay. That's important for your vibration. That's important for releasing. And it's also important for receiving. So if you're blocked, ask yourself, would I feel comfortable dancing right now? Like, where am I blocked? Where does it feel yucky to move? Where is it hard to breathe? Then look in the mirror. What do I need to release? Like, these are beautiful tools that you guys can use yourself. So pay attention. Flow. Okay, it says dance in every moment. Then flow left, flow right, breathe. Flow left, flow right, breathe. I feel like when I was writing this down, I was seeing it kind of like that. Like one moment we're going to be going this way, and then the next moment we're going to have to go this way, and then we're just going to have to freaking breathe. That's what's up, and that's what's going to be coming. And then it says, be independent as you never have. So I was channeling this, you guys. This is the first time reading it. Be independent as you never have, right? What does that mean? Like, holy hell, we can constantly digest all of this. So I'll give you your own time to do that. But be independent as you never have. So these are key things to get us through right now. Stay focused on desired outcomes. What is your desired outcome? So just like the media would do, just like they've always done, what can they get you to believe? If we can get all of this energy to believe this one thing, guess what? It becomes reality. That's how magic we are. That's what manifesting is. Put it together. If I can get everybody to believe the world is going to end tomorrow, Like that one guy did. Like, didn't he even put like a date on it? The world is going to end on this day. I was watching this thing too, Nostradamus, the end of the world. With what I've received, I choose to believe it's not the end of the world for everybody, right? It's just not. I mean, it's weird and it can be scary if you look at it that way, okay? And if it was the end of the world, I'm not going to sit here and go, holy shit, we're going to die today. I'm going to go, ooh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What did I miss? I'm not skydiving because my back would hurt. What am I missing? Like, you see what I'm saying? Stay focused on your desired outcome. Forgiveness is always at hand. Forgiveness is always at hand. For me, it's not about forgiving others. I automatically, here's the key for me, what I learned about me and my healing journey. I forgive others way before I forgive myself. Do you ever realize that? Who do you forgive easier first? Pay attention to them. It's a good way to do a reality check. Forgiveness is always at hand. Let go of what you thought or think you knew or you once knew. So let go of what you thought you knew or what you think you know. Okay? Gotta let go of that. They've been telling me that too, you guys. So I'm going to bring that's coming forward. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Because they've been telling me that. Let go of your past. Forget about the past. And I'm like, damn, Craig. Okay, so what does that mean? Like, what part of my past? How far in the past? All of the past? Like, what does this mean? What are we talking about here? But that's coming up. Okay, let go of the past. Let go of what you thought you knew or what you think you know. Right? Be that hollow bone. I'm a baby. This is all new. It's all crazy. We're all nuts. We're all freaking insane right now. Make way for a whole new world. A whole new reality. Movement is slower now. So that was coming through. It's like, that's why they're talking about, and they say dance with the energy. Movement is much slower now. One seam at a time has been undone. Okay. And that's when I clicked on the video. And then it said the only place you need to be is within. Okay. So that was the message that was coming through. I feel like I did cut it short, so I do apologize. You know, when you're in the flow, you're in the flow, and I disrupted it. But that's okay. I feel like we got the gist of it. And I felt Metatron the most, which is not a coincidence either. Okay, so one of the key players in the Ascension they've talked about is all of our heart space, right? And within our heart spaces are not within. It's not within. I always see it without. It's in our energetic field, I feel. I almost feel like it's another chakra of its own. It's your Merkaba, your Merkaba, your Merkaba. This word, this white girl syndrome. I have a weird thing with words. I can't roll my R's. I'm so just, frustrates me. Your Merkaba, your Merkaba. Super important. Okay. And then to receive the light codes, to receive the DNA. Yes. Having help is easier. Yes. Going to workshops, right? So much easier and it helps. But just be willing to release, be willing to be open, be willing to set intentions to be open, focus on your Merkaba, whatever the hell you want. Tomato, potato. Let's call the whole thing off. Sorry. Anywho, just be open. Don't be in fear. Roll with the tides. The more you're doing a reality check, like Roger, if you were doing a little bit more of a reality check, right? Like it's hard to do. I don't even do it that well myself until something smacks me in the face and you're like, dude, where are your thoughts? I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. That was negative. Let's go left, not right, right? And so I think that's the key thing. Do a reality check. How often are you looking in the mirror to see the true reflection that's coming back? Is it a distorted reflection? Is it a mask? What's going on? What's up? Right? Are those your thoughts? Or are they someone else's? How deep is your reality check? Let's go into that. hearing versatile. So I was pulling some cards for the collective really quick, and they are saying versatile. You have to be versatile. So that goes with that. Dance with the energy. Go left, go right. Breathe. It's like giving birth. Freaking stop screaming through the pain. Push through the pain. Oh, okay. Breathe. Female analogy. My bad. Okay. I can only reference what I know. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. This is crazy. I can't make this up. So I love it how the cards just really do validate everything that I've said. All right. So, this goes with what are you focusing on? This goes with the passion card that I pulled. Was it yesterday? I'm not sure. It's all mushing together. All in the energetic field still. Deep river, diving into a task. Okay, this is all about emotions, but this is also about passion. This is about where you're putting your focus on, right? Her focus is on where she's headed, right? I'm guaranteeing you it's on where she's headed. It's not on external. How am I breathing? Where's my fin floating? What's going on? So I feel like you got to take your focus more inward than outward. Allow your emotions to flow. I'm hearing that again. So 10, ascension again, right? All about focus. Deep diver, diving into a task. Create your reality. What do you want? Freaking create it. What if granted it all looks like nothing's changed. I just, create your reality and see what happens. What do you want? Make it happen and make it happen now, right? Dive into the task and don't back out. That's what's coming up. It's also because I feel like you have to have that oomph, that want, that craving nature, especially when we go through changes. Let's just say this, hypothetically speaking, like everybody's been talking about. I know with the work I've done, something's coming. So let's just say everything changes. We no longer have a government. What the hell are we going to do? We dive into that task. So that's the same thing in your life. If you want different, what the hell are you going to do? Are you going to float at the surface? Or are you going to dive into the task? I like to jump in feet first, not head first. That's just me. But I'm always feet first. Manifesting machine. That's right. See? Then we have galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. Okay, I feel like this one's interesting. I feel like for me, this is like a couple of messages. I keep hearing like the fungus among us. I feel like we're all connected, right? And where the fungus flows, the fungus grows. Okay, so we have to be careful with that too, right? Be mindful of the galactic mushroom. Be mindful of the divine energy, the universal collectiveness. And that goes with thought space as well. Okay, so keep our thoughts clean. And know that what we're doing affects another, okay? What are you going to get people to do? So if everybody's going, we're lost, who do we follow? Because they've all been followers. And that's what they're talking about the light workers for, okay? So, makes sense? All right, so we're moving on. Dances on one foot balancing act. I can't make this up. So didn't I say dance with the energy? Dancing kept coming up in my message. Okay, I can't make this up, you guys. 9, spiritual growth on a high degree. Enlightenment. Okay, dances on one foot. You're the balancing act. You're willing to go with the momentum, the flow, which may be in fast momentum and flow. That means you don't have a lot of time to sit and focus on, did I do that? Like, look what I just did. Okay, it's let's do this and keep going. Let's do this and keep going. Kind of like in my position at work. It's like, nope, we're not doing that. We're doing that. We just keep, it's very fat. We got to keep going. Okay, and that's what I'm hearing here too. You may feel like you're about to fall. We'll switch to the other foot and move your energy to the right. Okay. And I feel like this is just with the energy of the collective. We may have a situation where we come out of this going, we got to go left, and now we got to go right. And that's just the way shit is, right? We gotta dance. Do the trampoline dance. That's right. And do some flips and some tricks in between, right? Like, always gonna do the flips and tricks. Dude, I don't think I'd be able not to do that. I remember swimming as a little kid, and it was all about the flips and tricks. Yeah, the world would be ending and Bree would be over here going, wait a minute, hold on, I gotta do a flip in that really cool waterfall. Aw, do you have to leave, Roger? Okay. And then we have Horseman Herald of Change. Horseman Herald of Change. So again, we're going through changes. Changes aren't just happening in one day. All right, Roger, I will see you. Mossad. Bye. Have a good night. Yeah, Horseman Herald of Change. Okay. Yeah, it speaks for itself. Be willing to be like the horse, right? The horse is tough. The stallion. Speaks for itself. So that's the collective message right now. Okay. Getting a weird ringing in my ear and I need a little bit of water. And Amy, if you want, I can tune in now or I can tune in at the workshop tomorrow. It is up to you. A little more private then, a little more live now. It's totally up to you because I know you are in that, but you seem miserable. So I'll just let you choose. Now is fine. Okay. So does anybody have any questions about what I've talked about? And instead of Jesus coming, now it's the aliens are coming, which they've confirmed that anyways. So whatever, let's ride the weird tides, right? We're all aliens from another mother. Aw, thanks, Roger. Bye, be safe. Totally be safe because, yeah, do what you gotta do. All right, Amy. Right away, I'm releasing something. Holy heck, and I started sweating as I got into your space. I'm almost hearing avoidant behavior. So it's like kind of like I do. It's not that you're aware of doing it, I don't think. It's like something's wrong. We don't feel good. We can't pinpoint it. We can't figure it out. We're constantly the same thing that I was going through. All right. So are you ready? I don't know who you've come into contact with, but this is what I'm getting, okay? Because I am getting a story as I'm doing this. So I don't know who you've come into contact with. You come into contact with somebody. So it's almost like every time that I go to do an important work, like that moon workshop, like no joke, some crazy stuff is happening. Stuff that would normally keep me down, normally get me to say, psh, I'm done, I quit. Yes, Angela just said the aliens told her to be a roller coaster ride. So thank you. That goes with that left and right. So good job. Yep, you got it. We're on the same page there. All right. Amy, I don't know who you've come into contact with, but I feel like there was just like, okay, so what they show me is like ball and chain, right? Like somebody threw out a ball whoosh, and chained you down, okay? But it stopped you from progressing forward very simply. And this can be done without us even being aware, all right? That was the first thing. So they're like, that was the first thing. Like something happened. So this wasn't yesterday. This was maybe within the last 3 months, because I keep hearing 3 weeks, 3 months, more like 3 months. Yeah. And so they threw out a wrench in your flow. And so you've actually got a leak going on that I don't think was noticed. So it was like one of those weird things. And so somebody is playing dark magic. That's kind of what I see here. I don't know if you're aware of who it might be. I would definitely tune into that. It was within the last 3 months. Okay. Somebody deals with the darker forces. Consciously, they do it. I don't know if you're aware. So that's part of it. Okay, that's just part of it. So I'm going to call in some help and support there so I can move on. Okay, so we're going to call in some help and some support. So we're going to call in Michael. We're going to call in Raphael. Osriel wants to step forward for you as well. Osriel's been big lately. I feel like pieces of self are dying, pieces of ourselves, of our past, forget what we once thought we knew, kind of a thing, right? And so he's the angel of death, but he's also the angel of rebirth. Okay. Because I'm not going to lie, Amy, when I first tuned in, like I feel a snake in your throat. And so that tells me you're about to up level as well. Right? Snake to me represents power. It is not a negative thing in retrospect, in reality, unless people make it that way. People can make anything that way. So be mindful. Yeah, because it's definitely in your throat. But I'm also going to set the intention that anything physical that needs to come out can come out really quick, okay? All right. So we've got Michael, Osriel, Raphael. My bad if I say anything different the first time. Healing your bubble, okay? Cutting off the ball and chain, cutting off any ties. I don't know what the ball and chain reference is, but they keep saying ball and chain, ball and chain. All right, and as they do that, I'm going to ground you. So I'm going to take we're going to decalcify your third eye just a little bit too. And apparently decalcify your Merkaba. Lord help me with that stupid simple word. A little bit of a decalcification there as well. So I'm pulling your cords down, but they're not wanting me to pull them down too far. So I told you the cord is like pretty swollen. She's like very inflamed. And so we're going to do a little bit differently. They're showing me. Okay, we're going to take your cords down to the crystalline layer, like the crystalline layer, the grid layer, energetic grid layer type thing is the way I see it. All right, and we're going to wrap your cords around the earth there. And that's what's up. All right, so hang on. It's like a big time anchoring you in. They said you might feel a little bit like balloon heady, like detached, okay, for the rest of your evening and somewhat into the morning, but that's part of what we're doing. It's okay. Got some broken glass here. It hurts, like this huge shard of glass. All right. This is an aspect. So what I'm seeing again is mirrors. What the hell is up with mirrors? And I'm crying so hard. Forgive me. Like a mirror. It's not just glass. It's reflective. And the person I see in it, Amy, is you. And this is raw. Like I know you're tough too. It's like on one hand you're crying, and the next hand you're gonna punch a tree, break your knuckles, and bleed everywhere. And it's you that I see, okay? So this is to do with, I'm telling you what I'm gonna get, okay? It's to do with self-image. That's what's coming out here. But this was like not something you were born with, okay? Sorry. Oh, I wish I had better ways. Like supermodel status type releasing. Can we come up with something like that, angels? You know what I'm saying? All right. And as we start to pull it out, it's leaving like this big gaping hole in your throat. And I feel like you've listened. Okay, so it's almost like we've accepted that lower aspect, right? When we're convinced at a certain age, I feel like it even started pretty young, like beyond memory status, but I really see you at 3 years old. And that's kind of when it started. And again, there's that expectation. That fucking word right there. See another word? It fucking sucks, you know? It just sucks when we're like not in the skin we want to be. People always talk about like being gay or like you've got the LGBTQ 22 genders communities, right? Like no anything intended. This is just what's coming up for her healing and for her own thing. It's like they've got all this respect and they've got all of this care when they don't feel comfortable in their own skin. But what about the people who are just simply told that they're not worth it, or they're not beautiful, or they're not this, or they're not worthy, and they weren't able to feel pretty in their own skin growing up, or they're not able to feel comfortable in what they have now because they weren't what Susie Q was next door? I feel like we need that community. Holy shit, Amy, I'm sorry. And what's coming up? And it's like this big, it was big, it like looked small. And as I went through all of that, it's like, it was so big and it had like this hook. Your pH is off, okay? You're slightly acidic. Asparagus will help you. Mushrooms, like shiitake, that's not shiitake mushrooms. And also beets. For whatever reason, beets will help with that as well. Simple foods is all you need. And of course, a little ginger. You could do ginger tea, and those will help balance it out. Do garlic, but it's got to be specific. Garlic 1 day, 3 days off, 3rd day do a little more garlic, okay? And then cut it off for like a week, like no garlic for a week. Do you understand that? Does that make sense? I'm channeling, so please let me know you hear. Somebody can type that out for you, whatever. Well, we're on video. I forget where I'm at sometimes. Okay. And you've got some knots in your muscles, of course. So you've got a little bit of a pinched nerve going on too, like on my left side. It's like on my left side. And then it's like, Banana. Please eat some bananas. If you have to cut some up and put it in some oatmeal with some maple syrup, that's a good way to trick your system into thinking it's something super sweet, right? And like it helps. That's what I do. And then I'll use like even oat milk in it because I can't do dairy very well. Okay, so now I'm at your pineal gland. We're going to decalcify that really quick. Forgive me. So my Pleiadian friend is stepping forward now, and she puts her blue hand. No, it's a boy for you this time. Usually it's my female friend. Super important. So he needs to give you that love, just some masculine healing, he says, whatever that means. And he's putting his hand on your third eye, and this is also going to do your thyroid, your pineal gland, thyroid, and hypothalamus, as well as your crown chakra, decalcifying. I don't know if you've asked, but I heard, why is my pH off? And it's because sometimes when we aren't doing things right, our body reacts in maladaptive ways, and it kind of fires, misfires, goes crazy, we stress. You're kind of like this, like when you stress, you don't realize what you're doing so much, right? Like you either get more hungry or not hungry at all, type of a situation. We do these things subconsciously, okay? And so it's very simple to come off balance with that. And so hopefully if you had that question, it answered your question. Okay, so we're still doing, so I'm seeing like the bean, pineal gland. And then they're turning it into like an opal, like a light body. Amy, it's like an opal. It looks opal-y, and so it's like this pearlescent color to your pineal gland. I'm not exactly sure why. I haven't seen that really before like that, not like that one. I've seen other few things lately be different, but your pineal gland went pearlescent. All right, sunshine, that was an absolute lot. I know I released a lot for you, but please be mindful of your thoughts. Write it down. Cry it out if you need to cry it out. Punch the goddamn pillow if you need to punch a pillow, not a tree, okay? Take your salt bath. Also, some cashews or walnuts might help as well. Okay. Hopefully you got everything that we went through. It was a lot. I feel like I need a bath. I'm kind of bubbling you off. We're making sure you're protected. So Michael's putting his blue bubble around you, okay, to kind of help bubble that, because that was a lot and you don't want to pick any more of it back up. And there was some toxicity released from all of the muscle spasming, the blockages, things of that nature. So flush your system out always, always, always. Just like if you go to a massage therapist, they release toxins. I release toxins as well. So please flush them out with water. Keep your kidneys healthy. Keep the momentum going. And dance when you need to dance. Shake it off when you need to shake it off. You've been working with me long enough to know the drill. Every time I try to pull out, I got something else. So hang on. Be mindful of your dreams and make sure you have your dream journal. Act on your inspirations without any doubt. So there's that feet first, okay? You've got something coming for you, Amy, like a new idea. But what good is an idea, Miss Stubborn? You're amazing, but you're so stubborn sometimes. That's what Spirit's telling me. Don't hate the messenger. Okay, I'm done. Holy moly, that was spot on. Thank you so much. Aww. Oh, that was for Amy H. I owed her that healing from the last live I did. See, this is the kind of love you get if you're a patron, you guys. So I do recommend that. And I'm going to do another live again this weekend. I don't know Amy very well, honestly, Donna. I've worked with her over this year, but if Amy can even contest, I don't like to ask questions about my clients, and I forget a lot of things. I know some things now through channeling and healing, yes. I think you have that, like a boy and a girl, like I'm getting certain pieces, but honestly, I don't know all that much. Never met her. I forget where you live, Amy. Where do you live? Massachusetts? Shit. I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, that was crazy. I'm still trying to come out of that. That was awesome. And I cried like crazy. So forgive me. I feel like a mess now. Oh my God. That truly was amazing. That was exactly what has happened, honestly. Oh. Maine. Okay. Okay, so she lives in Maine. Sorry, Amy. I didn't mean to butcher that. That was amazing. And it did take a moment to get me to come out of that one. So I apologize. I need to blow my nose. Oh, I got tissue. Hang on. Oh, shit, that was intense. So Amy is a patron. She was one of the first patrons. And she has done many of my things with me over the year and a half, something of that nature. But I work a little differently, you guys. I don't like to ask a lot of questions. I'll tell you straight up. I don't. And when I channel, I do forget things. So forgive me for that too. Not everything. Sometimes they come back. People are like, aren't you psychic? Like I go around, I'm like, what's your name? Like, I only put in what I need, don't you know? So yeah, that is what I call one of my live patron healings. So for my patrons, I come on and do healings and messages, and sometimes I do them for everybody else too for free. I think this weekend, you guys, I will do a little bit more for the general public. And if you want to donate, you can as well. I am working 2 jobs. I work behavioral with littles. And so with autistic kiddos, it can get very, very tiring. And so bear with me. It is still kind of part-time there, but it's still taking a lot of my energy right now. So I'm doing the best I can. But I am going to do another live again this weekend. I've got my workshop the next 3 days, and I don't know what's coming, you guys, but it's something. So it kind of goes with the message that they're giving too with the Pleiadians, okay? Amy says, seriously, I felt the pain in my neck releasing during that, and my throat is scratchy now, so I felt it come out for sure. You're the best. Yeah, Amy, what you can also do is some honey, okay? That was intense, girl. I wasn't fake crying. That was like for the real, snot coming, tears coming. I did it live. It's rather embarrassing, quite honestly. And sometimes in my head when I'm doing it, I'll like be like, who's watching me? It's like, it's okay. It's okay. This is what I do. It's what I do. I can't be embarrassed for who I am. So screw you if you think it's gross, right? Like it's who I am. But you know, that was deep, girl. Amy, that was deep. So please do your self-care. Promise, promise. But you're going into the workshop the next 3 days too, aren't you? So, yeah. So you guys, yeah, it's going to be amazing. I've got a lot coming through for it already. And I was like, they've got me reading Egyptian alphabet, which I'm finding very interesting. Something inside of me is telling me they're not quite accurate with some of their interpretations. And so I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to be feeling into it. Aww, exactly. You are showing that you are real. Well, thank you, Amy. Shit, I had to digest that too, honestly. Right. Aw, I shouldn't be sorry. See, I know. It's so true. I should never be sorry for who I am, but we all do that, right? Like what did I tell you guys when I first got on? Like the first person I forgive is others, not myself, right? My judgment goes inward, not outward. Right? That's just the way it is. Girl, that was intense, and I'm having a bit of a hard time coming out of that myself. So does anybody have any questions regarding what it means for the DNA activations, what the earth might be going through? I'm going to tell you something's coming within the earth. I could feel it. It's almost like a big irritation. And so I don't know if it's going to be volcano. I don't know if it's another big earthquake, but NASA is also calling for a big earthquake. And that was what I was going to link down below. So please just still be diligent. It's not over until at least 2022. Damn it. It's just not. Like I don't know how many times I've done things to the earth. We've all been doing things. Things have been happening. It's real. Like, again, I can't deny what I've done. I can't deny what's been happening. We can't deny what we're seeing. Now it's being proven. So just be diligent. Stay in your heart space. Kathleen, do I know what time this weekend for the live? What time do you guys want? Like, it's hard for me. I try to do my best so everybody can come. Let me see. What am I doing this weekend? I have nothing. My workshop ends Friday night, and my other job, I'm off Saturday and Sunday. And I don't think I have any up. Roger, what are you doing? Is that really you, or are you a troll? I'm just kidding. What are you doing? Yeah, Amy, for sure, that was big. That was layered, and we did it really fast, so be careful. Amy, so I have the workshop tomorrow. It's at 7 o'clock every night. So I can't really deviate from that because I now have a client till 6 p.m. Thursday and Friday. So it is at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you can't make the live, you will be called in and you will have a coffee immediately. Okay. All right, Roger. Well, you just came back right at the end, but it's good to see you. I always love your energy. So yeah, and then I think Angela asked what her pH was. When I said that, Angela, I don't know if you're still with me, but I did hear a bit alkaline, but only slightly. And then you can just fix that. Even by a green olive, like one green olive would simply help fix that. And Gigi asked, can you use lemon? I wouldn't see why not. If lemon bothers you, don't use lemon at all. Really, honestly, Gigi, lemon is really good for some things, but it's not a necessity. You could do it with just water. Water is miraculous. You know, if you're drinking the right source of water, it can do many things on its own. Also, turmeric would be a good replacement, I'm hearing, for lemon in your water. Okay, cool. I'm glad you got that, Angela. So, yes, more lives coming. I will try to do kind of like one a weekend and then one midweek. That seems to be working out. I like that a lot. And that way we just keep covering our bases. You guys, patrons are always number one. They always come first. So if you want to join that community, by all means do that. We also do in Patreon. We went and did a healing retreat this month. I try to do those as well. So my patron community is still number one. And then it trickles out here. And I still have to do solar plexus, heart, third eye, crown chakra, and they want me doing into the higher chakras as well. So I'm going to still continue those guided meditations. Cool. Amy says she'll be there. And then also this weekend, I can come on. Let's do Sunday. I want to give myself a day to clean and unwind and readjust my energy field around me. I tend to do better that way. So I will do Sunday. Let's do 11. No, let's do 1 p.m. Sunday. Are we good with that for the next live? 1 p.m. Sunday. If anything happens between now and then, I will be on. I'll do videos. I'll still do those. I'm talking about the live. 1 p.m. Sunday. Are we good there? And then, yeah, I've got the workshop the next 3 days. Gigi says yes. Is there a meditation you recommend for health? Donna, honestly, everyone I do includes health as well. I do healing sessions for health. It's interesting you say that. So I'm going to start to think into that. I don't have any that are just tailored to health or a specific health issue because that's hard, right? That's like a lot of energy. But if you listen to some of my guided meditations, especially the most recent one for the sacral, it is getting more into health aspect. So I can definitely, what I can do for now is just continue to set the intention to deal with health for the people who listen to my videos. And it tends to work out that way. And then come on live on Sunday and we can do a donation-based health healing and then free card messages. Okay, if that works for you. Because if I'm thinking if I did a meditation that tailored to health, like how would that work, right? I would have to do a live. Just like this. So if you want to come on the live next Sunday, we will do 1 o'clock. I will post a video on here. You guys, if you're not getting your notifications, you might need to go into your settings and make sure that you're receiving notifications from my channel and then redo your notifications thing. Because I'll tell you what, YouTube has already tried to claim that I'm a paid creator and shut my channel down. And I told them, hail to the no, I'm not a paid creator yet for a reason, right? You're welcome. Perfect. And so they do mess with me a little bit that way. And I've noticed they're putting ads on some of my videos when you click on them now, and I'm not getting paid for that yet. So I'm like, what's up with that? Too many people watching my videos and not subscribing, I'd say. But that's okay. I'm not complaining. So do your best to keep manipulating the notifications. Make sure you've got all notifications on, and make sure you go into your settings, and the one for my channel is also set to on. Okay. Yeah, this was a really good video. Amy Hage had some really good healing. I feel so parched right now after that healing. I'm still drenched in sweat, and I cried really hard. So forgive me for embarrassing myself during the live. I love it. That's what I do. And Amy, I hope you feel so much better. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. For all of you who have joined there were some people joining today. So we are getting some people coming with us. So I'm super, super excited. You're so welcome. And I will see you guys Sunday live at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And in the meantime, you should have some more videos still popping up. Okay. Stay diligent. The earth is very agitated. She is going to blow somewhere. Unless a miracle happens and she just calms down and it's all settled and over. I kind of highly doubt that. Roger, stay safe. Get the hell out of Dodge. ASAP. And so much love to all of you. Amy, I got you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Bye.